Hey, what's up, and welcome to my second battle report, where I go over my Clash of Clans battles to discuss strategy. In this video, I'm going to again cover the subject of farming, or more specifically the farming strategy I like to call quick ROI, or quick return on investment, where I use minimal troops for a small loot gain. This tactic is best used when you have your barracks boosted with gems, so you are producing units quickly and can do these raids back to back quite easily. In this first battle, I see that there is a decent amount of loot and exposed collectors. I send in my barbarians first to take the damage, and follow up with a steady stream of goblins to do the majority of the damage to the collectors. After a decent amount of damage has been done to the collectors, you can begin to see how much of the loot is actually stored in the collectors. In this case, there is a decent amount, and I begin to send in my goblins against the gold mines. With this strategy, you are generally not looking to get a win. You are just trying to take out as many of the collectors as possible with as few troops as possible, so you want to look for exposed collector buildings like this base has. Now you will see here that I didn't do quite enough damage for a win, and only barely enough to provide a shield, but I did come up with a fair amount of resources, given the few troops that I ended up using. This second battle there was a lot fewer resources available for raiding, but one of the things that immediately attracted my attention was the elixir storage outside of the wall, begging for a goblin beatdown. I quickly went to work sending in goblins, quickly and efficiently, to get as many resources as possible with as few needed. You can see I added in a few archers at the top of the base to get that secondary elixir storage that was just behind the wall. In this battle, I ended up using a minimal amount of troops, but I walked away with the majority of the enemy's elixir and a good amount of their gold. Normally at this point in the battle, you would just want to end it, as your archers are unlikely to get past the enemy's defenses any further to gain any resources, and all you are wasting now is time. But I wasted time in this battle, and wasted time in recording it, so now I'm going to waste yours. In this third battle, it was even less resources. But again, there were storage buildings outside the wall. More specifically, there were gold storage buildings outside the wall. So I sent in some goblins quickly and efficiently to mop up and get me some quick loot. This battle was over before I knew it, and I walked away with some very quick booty. Now the important thing to remember here is that even though it may not seem like a lot of gold or elixir, the troop cost was very minimal and the troops are very quick to replace. In this fourth battle, there is again a decent amount of resources within the collectors that are outside of the wall. It is another quick battle, with me only needing 32 goblins to get a decent chunk of the resources available. This is yet another loss, which I stated I don't care about. In this case, the ROI is good enough to make it worthwhile. The fifth attack in this battle report is on a nice, seemingly inactive base that has some juicy collectors sitting outside of the wall. I think that they are inactive due to the resource levels being near equal for both gold and elixir. In this battle, I once again use barbs to take the brunt of the damage and follow up with my goblins to steal the loot. However, in this instance, this base wasn't as inactive as I thought, and I leave a good amount of loot behind in the storage buildings as I wasn't prepared to take them on. But I don't mind, as I still walked away from this battle with a great amount of loot for the amount of troops that I ended up using to capture it. I bet by now you are wondering how many attacks were left. Well, I've got good news. We're on the sixth and final attack for this battle report. This is once again another quick battle using goblins to just take out as much of the loot as quickly as possible from the exposed collectors. While this battle ends, I want to summarize that using this strategy is best when you have your barracks boosted with gems, so are you producing units as quickly as possible. It is also very important to be able to estimate the amount of loot in the collectors before attacking. For tips on this, please check the link in the description below. With that, I want to thank you again for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe for more Clash of Clans videos.